If you want to start an AI side hustle but have no experience, then pay attention. Right now, thousands of people are using simple AI tools to actually create extra income, while many people are still sitting on the sidelines trying to figure everything out. This video is for you if you're ready to start taking action. You're going to get some practical step-by-step tips that are easy to follow and can be applied right away to help you start an AI side hustle. Now, before we get started, can I ask you one small favor? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more videos. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's begin with step number one, which is to start with an existing business model and use AI to deliver the service faster. If you actually choose a service that businesses are already actually paying for, you actually remove one of the biggest challenges that stops many beginners from actually making any progress. If you focus on services like social media content creation or blog writing or email newsletters or product descriptions or ad copy, or even website content or website creation, or even lead generation or short form video editing or short form video creation, any of these kind of services, you can actually start offering something that already has proven demand in the market. So if you actually go out there and pick a service that solves a real business problem, you can actually spend less time wondering what to sell and more time learning how to deliver good results to clients that you work with. Now, if you just select one service to start with and one specific customer type or one specific audience, such as local restaurants or local cafes or real estate agents or lawyers or accountants or fitness coaches, or even something like online stores or tradespeople like plumbers, electricians and carpenters, you can actually build some really good knowledge in that kind of area much faster because you're actually solving similar problems on a repeated basis. So if you actually want to find businesses that may need some help, you can just start by using Google Maps and just searching for different businesses in your local area or in a niche that has good demand that may be of interest to you. If you just open up a business listing through Google Maps and just notice that the company or that particular business has not really posted too much on their social media channels or their accounts for a few weeks or even a few months, so they got inconsistent posting, that is often a sign that content creation is not really a priority for them. So if you actually go a step further and visit the company's website and find outdated information or very few blog posts or even just weak product descriptions or poor product descriptions, you've already identified some opportunities where your service could provide some real value to that business. Now, if you just keep a simple spreadsheet using Excel or even Google Sheets, you can actually create a simple list of businesses, contact details, website links, and notes about what you've seen, about areas that could actually be improved and that where you could actually help them. So if you actually need some help creating content, you can use ChatGPT at www.chatgpt.com. If you're not familiar with it, ChatGPT is an AI platform developed by OpenAI that can actually help you create content drafts, good marketing ideas, social media captions, blog outlines, email campaigns, and even content calendars in just a fraction of the time it would normally take. So if you actually provide detailed instructions through a simple and detailed prompt, such as the business type that you're working with, the target customer, the goals, and the tone of the voice that you want, you can actually get much stronger results than just using short prompts. So you want to put as much detail into your prompt as you can. This way you're going to get a better output from the AI. So if you actually just ask ChatGPT to create, say, 30 days of social media content for a local gym, for example, that wants more memberships, you can quickly generate some good ideas that would normally take hours to actually brainstorm and do yourself manually. So if you want those professional visuals and graphics to actually go with the content, you can use Canva at www.canva.com. If you've never used Canva before, it's basically an online design platform or an app that provides templates for different social media assets like social media posts, presentations, flyers, advertisements, and many different marketing materials. Anything that can be used on social media, you can create in Canva. And you don't need to have any design experience or technical knowledge to actually start using it. So if you just search in Canva's template library, so if you just go into the left side in Canva and you search for templates, and you can just do a quick search for Instagram posts or Facebook ads or promotional graphics. So search for whatever kind of asset you want to create. You can actually customize the designs by using clients' logos, their colors, their images, and their branding. So whatever client or brand you work with, you can actually use all of their logos and their color fonts in your templates in Canva. So you can actually keep things very consistent with the brand that you are working with. Now, if you actually deliver content and graphics together, you can actually create a more complete service that often justifies a slightly higher pricing model than just offering text alone. So if you want to create those short, engaging videos for businesses, you can actually use CapCut at www.capcut.com. Now, if you are new to video editing, then CapCut provides simple editing tools that are very useful even for beginners. It provides automatic captions, transitions, text overlays, and many different features like AI-powered features that really make video creation much easier even for complete beginners. Now, if you take existing photos, video clips, or even just customer reviews, or even promotional materials from a business that you may be working with, you can actually turn them into short videos suitable for different platforms such as TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and even YouTube Shorts as well. Now, if a business really struggles to create video content on a consistent basis, this service can solve a genuine marketing problem because short form video continues to actually generate strong engagement across many of the major social media platforms right now. Short form video content is in high demand. So if you need some help researching before creating any content, then you can actually use Perplexity at www.perplexity.ai. If you've never used it before, Perplexity is an AI-powered research platform that basically searches the web and provides answers with source references, making it very useful when you need current information about a particular industry or some customer trends, or even some frequently asked questions. So if you are creating content for a dentist as an example, or a fitness coach, or even an accountant, or even just a local service provider, you can actually use Perplexity to identify those common customer concerns and those popular topics. It's really useful for these kind of things. If your content answers questions that customers are already actually searching for online, then the business is more likely to attract attention and build trust with potential customers. So if you want some examples to show potential clients that you work with, you can just create some simple sample work before asking for any kind of a payment. If you find a local restaurant with weak social media activity, you can just create 5 or 6 sample posts, a promotional graphic using Canva, and a short video or 2 using CapCut, and you can do all of this for free to actually just demonstrate how their marketing could actually look with your help. Now, if you actually place those examples into a PDF presentation, you can actually create something very tangible that allows business owners to see the value of your service right away. If a business owner can actually clearly see how their online presence could actually improve, you're going to make it much easier for them to actually understand the benefit of actually working with you. So if you want to stay a bit more organized as you start getting some clients, you can actually use Notion at www.notion.so. If you're unfamiliar with Notion, it's basically a workspace or an organizational tool that allows you to store client information, content calendars, project notes, task lists, and even marketing ideas all in one location. So it's like an all-in-one organizational workspace. So if you just create a separate page for each client that you work with, you can actually keep deadlines, content drafts, revision requests, and complete projects organized all in Notion. Now, if you actually develop a simple workflow early on, you're going to reduce the risk of missing deadlines and make it much easier to manage multiple projects at the same time as well. So if you want your service to actually stand out, you should always review the AI generated content before sending it to any clients you're working with. If you add some local details, some customer success stories, some seasonal promotions, or even some business updates and some specific examples as well, the content becomes more useful and more relevant to that particular audience. Now, if you actually treat AI as a productivity tool rather than a complete replacement for a human input, you can often create stronger results. You want to combine AI with human insight. Now, if the content sounds authentic and matches the business that you're working with, then clients are actually far more likely to continue working with you and actually recommend your service to other people and other businesses as well. Let's now move on to step number 2, which is to build a simple AI portfolio before looking for clients. If you want people to hire you for an AI service, then you need examples that show what you can actually do, because many clients out there want to see results before they actually spend any money. Now, if you build a solid portfolio first, you actually remove the problem of having no experience because your example work in your portfolio becomes the proof instead of your actual background. So if you choose one service such as social media content creation, blog writing, email marketing, video editing, AI graphics, or even product descriptions, you can actually create some really focused examples that are very easy for potential clients to understand what you can actually do. Now, if you keep your portfolio really focused on just one service at the beginning, you can build some stronger examples that clearly show how you can actually solve a very specific business problem. So if you need content for your portfolio, you can actually use ChatGPT at www.chatgpt.com. If you've never used it before, ChatGPT is basically an AI platform developed by OpenAI that can help users create written content, marketing ideas, social media posts, content plans, emails, blog articles, and many types of business documents as well. So if you get started, you just create a free account at ChatGPT and just start a new chat. You can actually describe a business and ask for some content ideas that will actually match its goals. If you just enter details such as the industry, the niche, the target customer, the location, the products, and the services, you can usually get much more useful content because the AI now has more information and details to work with. So the better the prompt, the better the details that you give it, the better the output is going to be with the AI. So if you create a sample project for a local gym, then you can just ask ChatGPT to generate, say, 30 or 40 social media post ideas, some promotional offers, some customer success stories, and some educational fitness tips as an example. If you create a sample project for a restaurant, then you can just generate some content around things like menu items or customer reviews or special events, or even seasonal promotions and local community engagement. So if you then improve the content before adding it to your portfolio, you can actually demonstrate that you know how to use AI in the proper way, rather than simply just copying and pasting some text. If you actually just add your own ideas, your own examples, and local knowledge, the finished content actually becomes much more valuable and more realistic. So if you want your portfolio to look more professional, you can actually use Canva from canva.com. If you are unfamiliar with Canva, this is basically an online design platform or an app that allows users to create graphics, presentations, PDFs, brochures, and different types of social media assets, business documents, and even marketing materials very quickly without needing any professional design skills. So if you just go to canva.com and sign up for a free account, you can just literally access thousands of different templates that are already professionally designed. If you just search for different portfolio templates, proposal templates, or even presentation templates, you can actually build a very clean portfolio very quickly rather than staring at a blank page or starting from scratch. So if you create separate pages for each project, you can clearly show the business type, the problem, and the content that you actually created and the outcome that you're aiming to achieve. You want to keep things very well organized. Now, if you organize your work properly, potential clients can quickly understand what you can actually do and how your service can really help and benefit them. So if you include some before and after examples, content samples, graphics, and marketing ideas, you can create a solid portfolio that looks much more complete. If you make everything very easy to read and easy to navigate, clients are very likely to stay engaged when actually reviewing your work. So if you want to create some video examples as well, you can use CapCut from www.capcut.com. And you can download this onto a mobile or even use it on your computer. Now, if you're new to video editing, CapCut is a video editing platform that includes many different features like captions, text overlays, transitions, different templates, audio tools, and even some AI powered features. These things are going to help simplify the editing process for you. So if you create short videos for your portfolio, this is going to make it better. And you can actually demonstrate another valuable service that many businesses actually currently need. Now, if you look at platforms such as TikTok, Instagram Reels, and even YouTube Shorts, you're going to notice that short form videos remains one of the most popular content formats right now. Now, if you collect some publicly available images, business information, customer reviews, and marketing messages from a local company or a local business, you can actually create a sample promotional video to demonstrate your skills and what you can do using CapCut. If you add some captions, some good branding and clear calls to action to entice people to actually take a specific action from watching the video, you can actually show those potential clients how video content can help improve their visibility and their engagement on their social media accounts. Now, if you just include 2 or 3 strong video examples, you can often stand out from people who only offer written content. If you show a wide variety of content formats, then businesses may see more opportunities to actually work with you. Now, if you want a place to actually store and share your portfolio, then Notion is going to be a good place to do this. So just go to www.notion.so. If you've not used Notion before, it's basically an online workspace that allows users to create documents, project pages, database, portfolios, and even websites without needing any coding knowledge at all. It's like an all-in-one workspace tool that you can use, and you can get started for free. So if you just create a dedicated portfolio page in Notion, you can actually place all of your projects, example videos, graphics, and even content samples all in one location to keep everything simple. If you organize everything into different categories, then clients can quickly find the examples that are actually most relevant to their business. If you want another option to explore, you can actually use Google Drive because it allows you to store documents, presentations, videos, and even PDFs online. If you create a shareable folder with Google Drive with some clear labels, you can easily send portfolio examples when contacting potential clients. Now, if you actually keep your portfolio online, you can actually update it whenever you actually create some new sample work. If you continue adding better examples over time, your portfolio becomes much stronger, and it actually gives potential clients more confidence in your abilities with AI. If you want your portfolio to attract clients, you should focus on solving real business problems and real pain points instead of just simply showing some AI outputs. If you explain how a social media content plan can actually help a business stay active online and help them get more engagement and more leads, that specific example becomes much more meaningful than a collection of just random posts generated by AI. So you want to really show them how it actually solves a real business problem. If you show how an email campaign could actually help a company or a business stay more connected with their customers, the value becomes much more easier for a business owner to understand and say yes. If you explain how short form videos could help increase visibility and more engagement across major social media platforms, that particular service becomes much more connected to a real business goal. If you present every portfolio example using a simple structure that includes the problem, the solution, and the tools that you actually use, you actually break it down for them and you show them the problem that it solves and the solution and the tools that you've used and the expected outcomes or the results, clients can quickly understand the benefit of your work and you've got a better chance of actually working with someone. If you then build just 5 or 6 strong portfolio projects before looking for any clients, you will have something very valuable that many beginners often completely skip. And that can make it much easier for you to start conversations and win over your first opportunities. Wow, that's it for this video. Now, if you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start building your own online business and creating a new income stream, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the top pinned comment, where you can find some free guides and some free resources to help you get started right away with building your new digital business and new income. These free resources will teach you step by step how to actually set up and create your own digital business and new online income streams as well. So I know these free resources will be very helpful for you. So don't wait, take action today. You can go and click the link below in the description and the pinned comment and start your journey right now. And thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for new videos. It really does energize me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.